trash ass Xbox player.
Oh my girl. I see your legendary gun back. Oh my god, I'm dead. Dang, nigga. He's dead. Get out of here, kid. Get out of here, kid. Oh, you don't know who my legendary pawn. You bot. Oh my god. They weren't there? Oh no no. Hungry as fuck. I know you wanna love. Somebody just told we. Toya? Foi, killer. Toyeto. Toyeto. Toyeto? I got
Hello? Yo.
It took me so low. Oh yeah. I'm just kidding. Can I hear my shot? What the fuck is he doing? The fuck is he doing? Oh my god, this reboot! Chewy, you scared to get back on Fortnite, you suck. And I just caught a dub, you bot. But you wasn't on. Well, I didn't stream. Like, he's scared to get on. I too is scared to get back on again. Were you scared to get back on the game? Nigga say for the try to get this to come back. Yo, y'all count gone. Might as well just make a new when you bought. There's nothing special about your account. What the fuck is they doing? I'm not going in that shit. to watch the World Cup.
A little bit of a drawback of the update. A quarter of a second longer now, but players still very efficient. Problem with the relative utilization of a weapon? Fortnite Battle Royale, the ultimate Battle Royale experience? No way.
Of course not, dude.
Never. Smile.
Insane.
You're insane.
Here we have
You're insane.
Blixifer. 2 stinkers. We saw stinkers kind of clean up some players earlier today. Just an end game. No way to defend against it. Persian goes down. Now Blix, he can take this ball. He can just go through the loot if he really wants to. He's not going to do so. So he's going to be content with what he has and get to the next zone here.
Too risky at this point. He's got to rotate so far still, and you've got so many players that are still out here ahead of the zone. JP2 right there, King Flash at the top, challenging Cryptic Slays. Hunt as well, landing the same spot, and Spicy right underneath. Meanwhile, Saf from Ghost, looking to make a play down here in the bottom, decides to not get too aggressive and uses that rift, seeing most likely that right now, or at the time of the rift, 27 players left. I think the option there was, I don't even want to risk it. I want my placement points, which he gets now.
Yeah, not only that, someone like, he had like 2 players somehow end up in his box. One might have been a shadow, the other might have been a baller, so.
Exactly.
He is not trying to stick around there.
The best course of action, honestly. Down to 22 now, and he's got to make it to 15. You see the top right there, the placement required to get the next set of points.
He's doing pretty good for himself this game right here. He's got double heals going on, playing for the high ground, manages to take it up, and it's his.
Do it.
He's just got to run it up. He's connecting with all the combat. Someone is trying to break him down. Doesn't even matter. He does manage to connect here, and there's 2 or 3 players now above him. He's going to use that moment of distraction to lower his elevation and probably just go back on the hunt in just a bit here, but
Still
stinkers
getting
are
above.
chasing.
One more needs to go down.
Look at that dodge right there. Sidestep, fake out. Now taking down the high ground player again, but lets his guard down, and someone's already on it.
Actually did pick up an elimination fake. He jumped off the top. Ended up going down to that. In the feed right there. 11 players left. Saf, 2 eliminations, 56 builds, and it's pretty much all metal, which is perfect for late game. If you had to have a situation where you get one material at the end, it's got to be metal every single time. You use that to zone people out as the storm's pushing in behind. Slows them down because they have to try and knock out those walls, and it's going to take multiple hits. And at the same time, maybe a chance for you to edit back, go for elimination. Hector here, the ultimate low ground, moving forward, 35 points so far. Still in contention, Cryptic Slays in your feed, putting it down to the top 10 remaining. As Fett goes down.
Yes, indeed. There's a player right here. He does have the edit, makes the double shot, connects with a 136 combat. Just one hit was the one that took him down, but didn't break the wall in time. Is he going to be?
Oh,
no
what
way.
a bait.
King Flash was waiting for that. But hey, he brought in a slurp juice for King Flash. That's going to be a big come up for him. And
special delivery.
let's look at how much health these players in the low ground have. No Flash, just gets one limb right there. It's going to put him back in. He did get hit.
Saf in the ultimate high ground, just big chilling with already built structures. In fact, he owns a number of them. You can see from this corner right, he's going to watch for the shots. Finds 2. That player's down to less than 50. He's going to push forward, and it's Cryptic Slays goes down. We are now in a top 4 situation. Cryptic at least getting the top 5 points there. 7 from that. 49, though, total for Saf. Looking to put himself in the top 10. Hopefully the top 2 if he can make his way all the way to the top. And speaking of the top, climbing out of basically all the pre-built structures. Spicy, Sage peek right on top of each other. Spicy picks up that elimination. 3 players left. Schlump, the ultimate low ground. My friend out there in the corn. I feel that for sure. Saf in the ultimate high, dropping down, starting to descend. A little bit of fall damage. Both players at the bottom are literally dancing inside and outside of each other's builds right now. Corner edits happening. A ramp to push Spicy all the way in the bottom, and Saf and Spicy to 1v1.
It's the corn. It's the hayfield. Like,
He's got layers above him already for just a second.
Like,
Spicy's got 7 builds.
Like, no way, dude. I ain't going down there.
I want to see a Spicy push out just 2 or 3 floors out, launch pad to try and take high ground and push with a shotgun. Do it.
Saf's not having it. 1 campfire's down. There's the second, sits in the middle. Out comes the bandages, and that's his game.
Spicy was sitting on the launch pad. I would have loved to see him push out, put down a quick floor launch, fly up, and try and take high ground, shoot down from above, especially with a tactical shotgun. You don't have the range of the combat, so if you're going to try and compete with that, you're going to fail. AR shots from underneath, potentially, but with the amount of materials that you could already see the player above him layering up, double layering pyramids and floors. So at that point, pressuring with a high ground takeover, in my opinion, granted, I'm only me.
You're you.
But you never know. Like, I feel like that was the play. Thoughts?
I mean, think about it. There's only a couple of spots for qualification. If I'm being honest, to make it all the way through, you got to take risk. We've seen it happen all day today. 1 point differences, tiebreaker differences.
Yep.
You got to make risk right there. Like, that was an elimination could have took, but he just said, you know what? He weighed his card and said, I have the bandage, I have the campfire. I'm going to go for the hail off. You lose a point. You leave a point on the field.
Was it NA East had, what, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 9th, and 10th were all 60 points?
4 players in a 60-point tiebreaker bracket, and Creo just barely eked out.
So you're looking at that and you're thinking, I should probably push this, maybe.
Don't leave anything up for grabs. Can't in those final moments, but
39 players left.
How it all kind of crumbles in that one, but here it is, symmetrical. We saw having quite the day today if he can continue to just hold out.
We had a chance to look at his first 5 games of the day, the breakdown, and he was so heavily weighted on placement. He's playing so strategically that 4 eliminations right now, multiple wins. I believe he had 3 games that were wins, and this might actually be one of them. We'll see before too long. One that he went out at 100th. I know that feeling. Don't worry.
If you're going to go down, might as well be 100. Get all your time back.
Like, you know what? On to the next one. Keep on rolling.
You know, most players don't get 10 in anyway, so it is all good as, oh, poor Fishman right here. Wheels catches a ton of damage. It was white, so you know he's going to keep the pressure up here.
100%.
And yep, he's going to keep it nice and safe. He hears the minis. This is checkmate, buddy. Hello. Bye-bye. I mean, guess Ethan.
I'm assuming it's Ethan. Can't really tell. Question mark then. Put Wheels from WBG picking up a solid elimination. Good mechanical technique there. Getting the quick replaces, quick edits, the swipes. You can see him. I love that you can see him too. How fast they're, activating the edit, swiping, confirming the edit, and then just quickly taking a shot. Sog is the ultimate high ground. Looks like an legendary AR in his hands.
I would not want to play on 60 hertz. I'm sorry.
Struggle.
That's rough.
It's the struggle.
Respect to Soggies on 60 hertz, man.
Who knows if that's UV? It actually is. The name itself, though, very funny. I commend him. Moving forward. Little corner edit. More and more players, instead of capping off with a ramp and flipping it, have been doing a pyramid and just choosing which corners they want to raise up, because you can immediately just look down, reset it, and drop down. Change corners. See multiple 3 players in rotation. Finds the weakest one. Look at the damage above the threshold for, oh man, for Storm Surge. 1,338 damage above the threshold. Until it's down to 30 players in the top left corner of your screen, folks, Storm Surge will apply damage ticks to everybody that's still in until it's down to 30, or that is everybody that's below the threshold, the damage cutoff. So you have to make sure that you're dealing as much damage as you can. Like Alberto here, only 80 above.
Barely above, but lucky for him, he's just outside of the threshold, so he should be okay here. Alberto, 2 Rift to goes. 3 Shadow Bombs. He's got everything he needs to kind of play for placement here. You might as well at this point, and that's why he's choosing to just rotate, not necessarily firing at anyone. Just notice the holds here. Now he's going on defense. Holding builds, keeping it nice and calm. If you don't fire back, people are going to start targeting you, and that's kind of what's happening here. So
2 rifts. So the 1 of 2 Shadow Bombs remaining. Gonna have to almost rotate through the sink. Dodges those with ease. 149 total. He's dropping just above. Oh my gosh. The landing there lands right on a ramp inside a tower that is 2 floors up. Drops in, build, quick double edit, falls into the player. Tactical shotgun, easy clap.
That's respect right there.
So fast.
No hesitation. Saw the opportunity, took the wall. That was the perfect scenario for him to be in. It's also going to allow him to upgrade that loadout. We'll see how he fares off in a little bit here, but now hopping over to Wheels, who's repeating the same rinse and repeat here. You want to just get to the zones. You got to be careful too. Guys, when your shadow bomb is ending, if you're standing still, your silhouette is just there. Players can see you. I've seen players get punished in the past.
Oh, and he got it.
My God.
It was a teammate too. WBG on WBG violence.
Cannibalism.
You hate to see it. Wheels. Oh man, the reaction time there. If you get rifted up and you have an open slot for reload in your combat shotgun, there's a little gimmick you do right now where you quickly spam reload and shoot at the same time. And
I wonder, do you have to aim at that point?
Oh,
or
bro,
is it,
yeah.
Do you just hit what's in front of you?
I've seen shots. Yeah.
Like, that's the real question.
I've seen shots miss, but very often you're going to see a big hit because they're
These guys
right on
hit.
top of each other.
Yeah, they hit all the time.
Very, very accurate there.
I haven't been in a situation to pull that one off, but man, I think one highlight happened last weekend, and ever since, it is
nuts.
just,
yeah.
they've taken the play and added it to the playbook.
Pretty much everybody had their eyes on that and said, "Oh, okay, I guess this is how we're gonna do things." And it just literally, we had one. I think it was yesterday.
Said, "Oh, these casters love that. Let's do that, dude. That's the highlight."
And we had one yesterday where a player went for 2 back-to-back and couldn't quite get it to happen.
Crazy.
To try and it was literally the last player who had 70 HP just picked him up twice with rifts and
Look.
He
tried to do
he
it
was
again.
trying to
looking
find
to
somebody
pull
on
someone out
the
of
drop-in,
pod.
man.
How crazy is that? But does a hard dive
man.
down. He's landing right on top of another fight here. What's going on up top? Appa Whip, Wheels still in the game. C-Dub, Triggy.
Noberto,
So many combat shots just traded off, and Noberto won all of the
Bro, he
exchanges
dropped in,
except
and
for
then literally
Eloms.
everyone down on the bottom with him is gone now.
Yep, that
What
puts
a
him
monster.
right up to 3 Elims. Here comes Wheels, just kind of making his way down. He's got to pop this slurp juice, though. Look at his health right now. Not sure why he's holding on to that, but it doesn't matter. It pays off because that fall damage is going to help him out tremendously. He takes some in return. Can he rid the train? He does. Didn't need the slurp juice after all.
Nah. He picked his teammate up, lifted him up in the air, took that elimination, multiple eliminations after that, Wheels, the Victory Royale. A crazy set of builds here. I love looking at these things afterwards, but what really matters is the play-by-play there. Every single strategy, and if we could, Zeke, take us through what you know.
Well, Dr. Lupo, the only thing I know is you're incredible. Thank you guys so much for casting. As always, you guys are amazing. And of course, I agree. The fossils are a great story that tells what all went down in that game, Sundown. Now, I know you've pulled some clips for us, so what you have to show?
So we're going to take a look, and the theme of this one is Galaxy Brain, putting that mental to the test and seeing what you're able to do. So first, Trashy picks up the low ground Elim, and now 1v1. Aiden on the top, and he pops the shadow. Aiden heard it, and he goes to look for him, but Trashy's just like, I'm in the zone. I got the bandages. I'm good. Aiden goes out a little too early. Trashy is able to pop off the mini and then just turn back. Aiden spends the whole time looking for him, and Trashy just gets the nice, easy Elim going. Had the heavy sniper ready, but now on board here with AU's Megan. Looking for the shot first, finds Pocket right out of the edit, and then drops right around the side. But keep an eye on what he does here. Dropping down, loops around the side, finds synergy kicks, out into the storm. Now uses the shadow bomb and drops all the way around and just stands. He's just standing, waiting, flanks back up around to the tree, puts him on the mid-ground tarp. So everyone else now is fighting, and he gets this entire space to himself, picks up Cloxic, and the Siphon is enough to push him over the top. Brilliantly done. And Saf here now with the Galaxy Brain 2.0, aiming way back into the storm with the tactical assault rifle. Cool guys don't look at explosions or falling players. Z-Fakey going down there, and then Saf going to work with what he does best, finding his angle, picks up Cryptic, and the Galaxy Brain play to get high ground control. That was the only other player who could have possibly contested him. Slump goes down, and look at what he has in the loadout. Has bandages, has 100, can wait this player out. 8 more builds going through there. Starts hearing shots going, and just controls the high ground out. Can't fire off. Bandage commit to it the second it ticks over to 74. That is how you win a heal off. Those are the little things you have to do right. And you know what? Big brain Saf right there.
Big brain Saf. Now, of course, we're going to take a look at the standings, see how things are going. Now, again, guys, This is it. The final standings, or the final day, excuse me, of finals for NA West. 2 spots up for grabs. And don't forget, Pika's already qualified. So that means these 2 spots shift down 2 right now. Harrians and Spook, they're in a pretty good spot, but look at the point spread out.
Look at the point spread, and look who else is on this leaderboard. So Spook, Harrian, Saf, Domo, Rex, Deuces, Spectro, Maximo. That's basically Fortnite West in a nutshell, minus Aiden and Sean. However, we got a little bit of South Korea invasion going on. We talked about it at the start of the show. Mendocino and Envy are playing in Canada this week, and last week as well, playing on NA West. And right now, he is 1 point off that qualification spot. Like, it would be such an incredible effort out of him if he can get one on foreign soil.
I mean, keep in mind though, he does have 8 games played, so does Saf, right? So Spook and Harrians have a little more wiggle room, but again, it's gonna come down to the wire.
It's down to it anyway. These guys, their game management time is right about there. The queues are getting towards the end of it, and I mean, we're about to find out who our last 2 players are.
Well, let's get back into more of these games, as of course, we're gonna hop back over with the boys that are gonna continue casting our games. Gentlemen, back your way.
Thank you very much, Zeke and Sundown, for your analysis. For some reason,
Dude, that board is so close, that top 10.
Yeah, it's scary.
Anyone's game
It's
right now.
scary.
I would say if you're in top 25, I'd put it that close. You're in contention right now.
It might even be deeper than that. You never know, because we've seen. I mean, we saw, what was it? Mega dropped a 20 elimination
Oh my gosh, yes.
in finals the last week. You're really gonna go that big? Like, it's anybody's game. We do have just over 15 minutes left for NA West. If you're trying to queue, get your games in. Pay attention to the clock. Very important. We got Phil in an adorable Easter onesie. Ain't out here, 2 eliminations.
You know, one of the coolest things that Epic Games, like
Is it
Fortnite,
Easter?
started
No,
doing
this is
was
this is like a Christmas winter onesie. My bad.
the reskins, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You have something, and then you get more for what you already own. That's like the best thing.
As Courage would say, yeah, eat dab. Luchador, top left, pick it up an Elim. We're down to 39 left. Moving into the 6th circle, combat shotgun.
Come on,
Screaming
Phil.
for it, finds it. Are you kidding me? Flip-flop goes down 12 miles away with the epic combat shotgun.
And then
Big damage there.
people want the normal pump back. I don't know, man. I think it's, you can put up the argument right now. The combat kind of dubs on the normal pump in almost every situation.
Unless you're in the same box. Unless you're in the same box. Yeah, if you're box fighting.
Which I'll be honest, I'm more of a box warrior. I'm way more of a box warrior. I just don't have, I don't playground, I guess, as much as you said. You know, I don't do all that flashy.
You trying to tell me you don't crank 90s, Monster? I don't believe that for a second. I've seen you.
I crank 180s, bro.
That's
Backwards. I like to go down, and I just
okay.
wait at that
Okay,
point.
weird flex, dude, but okay. I see you. Vertsack goes down inside the box. Speaking of boxes, box fighting. Legendary combat shotgun in the inventory of Phil.
But even then, I'll just pose this, and then I'll let the topic go.
Oh, gosh.
Even in a
here we
box
go.
fight, dude, the combat is disgusting. You don't even have to swap over.
Oh,
you just
Reddit
bop,
is going to
bop,
pick
bop,
this
bop.
up and run with it, dude. You got to be careful.
Hey, this is 2 sides of the road here, all right? Respectfully walk with me here. Let's have this talk.
Respectfully walk. Follow me.
Follow me,
Child.
youngins. Let me show you. Show some numbers here.
I understand what you're saying. Both weapons, they had their caveats. They are powerful within the wait. Barban did a reset and side edit on that pyramid so fast.
See, he's doing full 180, 360. This is me. I don't 90. Do those, dude. Spilled everything.
Protective.
And honestly, though, that he just dedicated a lot of material to setting up here.
He did indeed. It might pay off though. He picks up an Elim or 2, rotates through the materials.
Oh
Look at the
my
shots.
gosh.
Non-stop applying pressure with a swap between ARs, the combat shotgun from that distance.
What
is
other weapon can
insanity.
do that? See? Point proven.
Touche. Well, your comment was in regard to box fighting, though, brother. Hold up. Slow your roll for a second.
All right.
Harrian's in there.
Barber's doing a really good job here. If you invest that much and then it turns into Elim, I say worth. But there's a platform. There's actually a dropship right above him. Unfortunate for him, he's going to have to give up the high ground because of it. The pressure was coming down, so lands in with someone. It's his walls.
No
Okay,
trap.
man, does he
apparently.
save himself?
No, he did have trap. Why is he not
All it
trapping?
is. He's just toying with them, you know? Protects left,
Bro,
protects
he's-
right. Comes back around. Hello.
Okay.
It's all his
He got the
now.
elimination, but he owned both walls. He owned all the walls, it almost looked like. Could have played a trap there. Multiple sides to pick that up.
Just pass it.
All right.
Maybe he thought, what if he doesn't own it? The trap attempt could be the hesitation that gets you eliminated.
What? He knows that he owns it. He was editing the
Well,
walls.
at that point.
He was literally editing the walls. A baller almost flies inside the box. He's sitting inside right now. Tons of builds, not a lot of metal, but it is late game. No reason to hold on to those too much, and goes for the launch pad play to go for high ground lands.
Gets caught.
Literally exactly where he needed to challenge this. He might actually pull this off.
Ooh,
Quick build.
ooh,
Get the
ooh.
walls. Here's the traps, brother. Dropping down inside. Shots back
my.
behind. The
Oh,
quick
okay.
and the flip.
Let's go,
Are you
Barman.
kidding me?
Representing.
An immediate bludgeon.
He likes to be up here.
Well played,
How
Barman.
fast was that?
That stupid fast. That you look, Google it. Stupid fast. That's a real term.
It happened. You saw it. We commentated it. Barman's in it right now. Frags lands right on him. Is he going to fall victim as well? He's got the mats. He can do this.
Literally landing on a high ground platform, taking a play out of the book of Barman, it looks like, from literally just moments ago. Drop down, layer down just a little bit.
It's kind of
Into
interesting.
this last circle.
He knows the player above him, Frags, has got RPG, but he's got redeploy, so
And a shadow bomb, just in case.
like he can totally get down, but if he goes down, then you're at the mercy of the rocket. If you stay up, you're burning material.
It's a tough situation either way.
Okay, he
Barman
decides to go all the way
goes for
down.
it.
That's the play.
Lands, boxes up, Frags. If he still has, there it is. RPG's coming
Oh,
down.
he gets
Barman
hit.
takes a big hit.
Shadow Bomb comes out, uses it to get up and over the mountain. Someone ripped to go. This is gonna distract Frag for a second, maybe to look up to the high ground. Can Barman get over the mountain?
It actually was the sound that went off, but it didn't actually occur, and Barban stuck in a 1v1 as Frags has the ultimate high ground and a rocket and a shotgun and all the time in the world. No builds, but it doesn't matter. An epic victory royale for Frags, sitting at 14 points right now.
Worth, though. He got his
Very.
highlight.
Now, we only had an opportunity to catch just one little game. We're going to pass it back on over to Zeke. We are almost done for the day, so don't leave. I'll know.
He will always know, and he always does, in fact, know. He constantly spits out names of people that have left. He actually does know. Now, Fortnite fam, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us here in the final tail end of NA West. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to a short break. So what you need to do, get up, use the bathroom, get a drink, get some snacks, and come back because we're going to catch the tail end of NA West, and we're going to be punching tickets to the final. So we'll see you guys after this 5-minute break.
When it actually qualified, it's actually such a relief, such a big achievement, and something I've been working for almost a year now. It feels really good.
I think it's one of my biggest accomplishments. It's just a massive, massive pool of people.
You need to be so incredibly proud of your son being one of the best, one of the best solo Fortnite players in the world.
It's still hitting me like slowly.
I was literally just laughing. Like, I was laughing so much.
Wow, I won $50,000 guaranteed, and I'm going to New York.
Yeah, gonna keep 50,000. Oh,
There you go.
As a kid, this is basically all you dream of.
The hype's really real.
It's a game I can compete in, and I think that's why I have so much fun in it.
Oh my God! Oh my goodness! What a play!
I'm incredibly grateful for Fortnite for giving me the opportunity to just pursue gaming, and how many friends I've made through this game.
Thank you for everyone who believed in me, because I honestly didn't really believe in myself.
It's gonna be so fun. I love it.
It's awesome. Thanks, Fortnite.
What's up, Fortnite fam? Sundown here, and today we are going to talk about shadow bombs and their impact on competitive play. If you haven't had a chance to use the shadow bomb yet, it is a utility consumable that drops in stacks of 2, and you can carry up to 6 per slot. When used, the shadow bomb grants the user invisibility, move speed, the ability to double jump, and the ability to wall jump. Shadow form lasts for 6 seconds, but will remain active after that window until the user touches their feet on the ground. We've seen shadow bombs already have a huge impact on some of the Fortnite World Cup online open qualifiers.
Can he hit it?
Oh my gosh! He hits it! You freaking legend!
Are you kidding me?
Now, let's hear what some of the players who have already qualified for the Fortnite World Cup final think of the addition of Shadow Bombs to competitive play.
I think with Season 9, the Shadow Bombs are a perfect mobility that has its downsides and upsides if you use it right.
I mean, I think Shadow Bombs are very balanced right now. They're a really good way of getting mobility considering they're an uncommon item.
I feel like they're a really good addition to the game. It's as good as a Rift to Go, maybe even better in my opinion. You can get your position wherever you want to, especially end zone. People don't expect it.
A little bit of HP left. You're gonna pull it.
It's a must carry. You know, when that zone pops and you're super far, you can pop a Shadow Bomb and just get to the next zone. It's great. I love them.
Shadow Bombs are amazing. Like, I reckon that's like one of the best things they've brought out so far, because you could just sneak into someone's box or like get high ground or like go low ground without taking damage.
There's moments where people clutch up, like very end game, like they might not have mats. And the Mr. Savage play where there's a hill and you went up it with the Shadow Bomb, it was just crazy.
They've got to go up the side of a mountain, and it's Shadow Bomb time. He's deciding to take storm damage. Yes. Mr. Savage! Oh my God! Oh my goodness! What a play! The best Shadow Bomb use I've ever seen! Mr. Savage M rising to the top of the mountain.
Thanks for watching, and hopefully you learned a thing or two. What's the best way you've used a Shadow Bomb? Send us clips using the hashtag Fortnite World Cup, and we'll see you guys on the battle bus. Or maybe not, if you're in shadow form.
Week 9, Fortnite World Cup Online Open qualifiers. We're looking at the end of literally what has been 2.5 months of players working, competing, practicing, scrimmaging, and playing out of their minds as much as they can. Because right now, for NA West and for everybody here, this is the culmination of everything we've done thus far. The last day, Sunday, today, we have 2 positions in NA West that will qualify, make their way to New York City, punch that ticket, which for some reason the board doesn't like me. We're gonna still see who might make it. Pika has dominated thus far in NA West. The entire time today that he's been out there has held that first place position, but that might not be the case. We will see. It's still anybody's game. And to close out today, I need 2 casters of legendary proportions, Zekimus Prime and Courage JD.
Man, today is all about complimenting. First, Sundown says that I'm an amazing caster. Now, Dr. Lupo with the generous, kind words. Don't look at me, Lupo. No. Oh, he's saying you're wide. Anyway, what's up, Courage JD? How you doing?
I'm great. I'm feeling really good. Excited for these last few matches here at NA West. You know, while we've been giving the players a lot of props, I want to take a moment here because while the other casters may not feel this way, I'm looking at you, production team, and people behind the scenes. I thank you for your hard work and dedication these last 9 weeks. And without you, this wouldn't be possible. I don't care what Zeke and Sundown and all of them say about you when the cameras aren't on. I care. Let's get into the games. See, I'm the only one that cares.
I don't know what to say because I'm the one who loves production more than you.
I don't know about
and has
that.
known all these wonderful individuals longer.
Nope.
Weird flex.
See, they're clapping.
But okay, that's right. They're clapping,
They're
for,
clapping
me.
for me.
No, they're clapping for me. All right. Anyway.
They're clapping because your shoes are off camera. That's why they're clapping.
I guess because, anyway.
No, your shoes are fire, though.
Oh, thanks, man. Stop. Okay. All right, here we go, Courage.
Whoa, Q's close in 2 minutes, 25 seconds.
This is it, man. The tail end of NA West coming down here to the wire. The only spots available are 2. We saw the standings not that long ago, but those still very easily could change. A lot of these players trying to eke out as many points as possible via eliminations, high placement, the likes. And right now, every single decision they make is going to dictate whether they move up or down the standings, whether they make a mistake, whether they make a fantastic rotation and pick someone else off, shutting them down and ending their run. This is it.
This is everything that people have worked for. The last chance, all eyes on this region, players across the world who have not been able to qualify today, looking in and on to see who might make it in the final moments here. Stura Mura on your screen. A quick little tag with the combat shotgun there. Obviously has more in the inventory than just that. As he quickly does hit a reload. 39 players left in this lobby. With queues closing in the last couple minutes here, the next couple minutes, it's pretty crazy to think that this is the final moments of the Fortnite World Cup online open qualifiers for solos. As you know, duos going down in a little bit over a week and a half. We'll get back to here.
That's right. Don't forget, those times have been moved. It is now June 20th and 21st.
Yes.
And the times have been pushed back an hour, so make sure you know when to queue. Make sure to set your times. Things are a little bit different. Logos here going to be picked up in the crossfire as now Stura Mura making his rotation. Look at all these players, man. This is just chaos. Everyone trying to get themselves to safety.
Yeah, you see Jarvis up in the elimination feed, taking down one. Moog as well in there. Down goes Axel. Stura just staying alive. Keeping options open, looking for shots, and wow, one player lands nearly inside the box. Stura, you saw, immediately spun around and try to put a shot down range, but doesn't actually connect. We're now down to our top 29. Who will make it to the top 25 to earn those placement points? Stura staying active. Want to make sure you don't stay still ever. Even if you're in your own box safe, you never want to stay still. You never know when a heavy sniper could come flying on in with a shotgun combination. One more player. Who will be the one? And that's Perrin, who goes down in 26th to the Storm.
Top 25 has been reached. Everyone getting 3 placement points. Top 15 is that next threshold. Top 5 will follow, and the Victory Royale is worth the big old chunky 10 points. Now Stura here trying to send shots over, finds Jeremy Hacks there. Hacks back to the lobby. And now more will fall. Look at this lobby just thinning out so quickly. Jasper being eliminated there in 17th place. One more player. Whoever gets eliminated is going to miss out on those points. That's Proxy there going down. And look, it just keeps going down. Renegade 464 also being picked off.
Renegade cut down there. You see RJ all the way on the low ground alongside Crispy, who's gotten multiple eliminations so far this game. Jack on the high ground. Great name, but one player all the way in the sky up above everybody, playing that height to their advantage.
Lucid just says, all right, Stura, you've had a great run, friend, but I'm going to go ahead and have to shut you down. Look at the high ground, though. Kunichi up there with the double campfires burning. Biles here going to use that turret there to just give that floor the 1,000 HP just to secure his positioning. And again, man, we're gonna see things slow down just a little bit, right, Courage? You know, people don't want to make mistakes. They're looking for top 5. That's when they feel the most confident. They can start making those plays. A huge 78 over on Jack there. Fortunately, he was taken over.
Yeah, Biles with the slurp, still just ticking, getting back as much health as possible. Oh, mid shadow form gets ripped by that shotgun. Down goes the shields. Thankfully, another slurp in the inventory can be popped once the shadow form is ended, but either way, the damage has been done. Biles very weak at the moment, gonna have to stop and pop the slurp. You see a player with the Boombo on the other side of this wall. That's a very confident challenge, knowing the Boombo does a minimum 100 damage. Biles gets the win. Continue to build on out. Now in the top 5, the final amount of placement points have been earned, and down goes Biles there in the 5th place spot. Konichi still on the high ground. Waste Mendu, Rusian, and finally Lucid, the last players remaining.
And Lucid has already shut down several players here He's got himself in a top 5. Now, what does he do with this advantage? Kunichi again on the high ground, 32 builds. Down below, Rusian 7, 8 elims. Chaining 2, one of them being Lucid, 0 builds right now. It is a 1v1, a massive 124 to the dome piece of Rusian. And now look, Kunichi has the health advantage, but gets punished for not building.
He's going to spray it out.
Yeah, I mean, Rusian doesn't have any builds. He literally cannot do anything right now. He has to try and bring Kunichi down, but look, Kunichi just gets up on the hill and says, nice try. Nice try, Rusian.
If that zone doesn't go up a mountain, different story right there.
Yep.
But unfortunately, you saw right there as the zone moves on up, there's no opportunity to build up and match the player's height. And Kunichi knows that, follows it up quite well in the end there. Nice victory royale as we move into our next game. Again, queues are closed, folks. No more opportunity to earn points now. It just comes down to these last lobbies that were already started before the queue shut down. You already saw Arkham on your screen in this one. Looks like we're going to be hopping on board with Voice, who has a player 1 box over.
7 eliminations already, Courage.
Yeah.
30 players remain, 29 to be exact, here in Storm Circle 5. So we're going to see these lobbies be a little less dense, right? Because these are the final few games of the queue. Remember, you have that 3-hour window or 10 games to play. You can queue up until those last few seconds, and then if you get in those games, you want to play those out, try to farm elims, placement, whatever you can, because every single point matters. Voice going on the offensive there, looking to try and establish himself a nice little home made of metal, nestle himself into safety. Look down below, you got the likes of Arkham 1X.
Yep.
In the lobby.
And there's someone trying to bust right into the box right now. Arkham doing everything he can to just defend himself for the moment.
Wow.
And that double-edged sword of popping a campfire. Looks like it's time to be the one on the aggression. Tries to claim the wall, doesn't wind up working out. Immediately switches to another wall. Look at how fast the builds come through. And now we'll reset as this player has completely left that box. Arkham now pushing for every bit that he can. He knows you need every elimination possible to get those points up to qualify. Heavy Snipe comes in, can't get the wall replaced still. So whoever he's facing here doing a great job of stalling, hoping that Arkham just gives it up, and looks like for the moment that's exactly what's going to happen.
So much control coming out of Arkham. Tracking is immaculate. Look at this. He finally closes in on the Penguin.
That was the same guy.
Yep, that was the same guy. He tracked him the entire time.
No, I think he's down to the left.
No, is that not him? Is that not Pinguino?
That's the person.
Him.
Down here, that's the guy.
No, it was Pinguino. It was Pinguino. I'm pretty sure. You might be right. Anyway, top 25. He is in there now.
He's done it.
He's done it. Man, 10 elims over on Arkham, though. And look, he's got builds for days. Double Shadow Bombs, 5 campfires. 5.
Yeah. Hey, if it goes to a late game heal-off, he won't lose. I'll tell you that right now.
Drop 4 all around, you'd sit in the middle.
Drop 4, and I think you just dance.
You just dance. I feel like that's the appropriate thing to do there.
Yeah.
And now look, we're moving over the lava. And you know what that means? Hot feet for everyone that touches lava. That they don't want to do that.
Nope.
They're going to want to make sure to use those materials, build out over the lava, so you do not have to try it. Now, I love using the lava. It only does a single point of damage, sends you forward. A little bit of control chaos. Now this player is going to get built on. He's going to be in the baller. The baller's going to get cracked. Look, they try to disengage.
Arkham is just W-keying every opportunity that he can right now. 11 eliminations, looking to get every point possible. Picks up 2 rifts and soars to the sky. Arkham in a fantastic position to keep raking in these points this game. Look at this, every box. He is challenging every box he sees, Zeke.
He wants points. He is so hungry. The fish out of water. The lava has been chummed. He is looking to find more and more eliminations. Noli here from KNG, unfortunately going to meet his end there at the hands of Arkham 1X. 12 eliminations, Courage. 12. Now he's going to use... it's unbelievable. Look at this. He's going to let someone else...
This is the confidence you love to see in a player. Heavy Snipe can't get into the box, but either way, high ground taken from Arkham. And still with materials for days, 16 players left. 2 more placement points about to be earned if he can live through to the top 15. Broke 1 player's shields, who's dropping all the way down. More challenging. He's going to continue to focus the right way, not tunnel visioning on those eliminations below.
That's
Instead,
literally what I was going to say.
keeping the focus on the people up top who are the greater threat at taking his high ground. And now look at how high up he is.
Look down below, though, Vinny. He's kind of, depending on where we go, if this continues to move, he's in a really tough spot. He's got to try and get himself up. Or, okay, this is actually moving, going to hug this little edge. He's just going to roll his way down below. Look at this.
There's not a lot of builds left.
Completely sneaking this, but yeah, 10 builds. Well, okay. All right, and 15.
enjoy. Arkham actually wound up using the final rift right there that he had, so really wanting to ensure he doesn't waste a ton of materials, says, I'll just rift and retake high ground again, because that's the mindset that I'm on right now. Vinny pushing forward, down to 3 builds, 2 builds. That's it. Can no longer defend himself, and with only a common tactical shotgun, this looks quite grim, folks, as Vinny is just stuck here hoping one of these players walks in front of him just like this. Good 78 tag. There's the elimination onto Lair, and some materials. Another player challenges, dodges the trap. Elimination down onto Fisku. Top 7 now in this lobby.
3 back-to-back. There you go, Vinny. And look at this. Arkham again in that high ground position. He's trying to shut down Deuces, who's just 1 tier below. Butterdie is below him, and then everyone else is out on the lowest ground. I mean, Arkham is on a spree right now. 12 eliminations. If he hits top 5, a 17-point game minimum. He looks to pick off the player there. Could not quite. No, sorry, look, he's already in top 5.
Oh,
2 more players.
He's at a 19-point game right now. 19-point game right now. Can he continue this one? Vinny's all the way on the low ground. He's challenging the 1 player on height. Of course, Arkham's gonna win this. Okay, got a little quiet there. Got a little intensive for a second. Slowly getting knocked down. 1 versus 1. Arkham continuing to try to keep this height. This player's about to be in the lava. Arkham, 2 builds left. It's going to come down to this. He can't pop the minis. 1 shot, 2 shot. There it is. Arkham, a 14 elimination victory royale. 24 points. Talk about clutch right there, Zeke.
What a massive game, especially
Insane.
here. In the last few moments, you're facing off against players that have similar point values. 24 points. Arkham, you're insane.
Wow.
You're nuts, okay?
Absolutely
Straight
wild.
up.
Into our next game. 29 players left in this lobby. Sinu on your screen. Currently boxed and set on up here. He's taking down 1 tree. Want to get as much vision as possible. 2 Rift-to-Goes, 3 Shadow Bombs. All the movement you could ever want. Right now, not in the zone, but that shouldn't be too big of a deal for Sinu. It's with those items of utility. Can make it there quite easily.
Starts building down, getting ready here because the storm is going to start moving. And now he's going to try and figure out how he wants to navigate this. You said it best. He's got the 2 rifts. He's probably going to be looking to catch players as they use their utility for rotations, whether it be launch pads. A little bit of an awkward balance there, but maybe it was his intention. He marks where he's going to go ahead and go and use that to his advantage. Boxes up. Okay, all right. This is a fine position. Someone lands in the box. 113, Jay Young. Don't challenge Sinu.
Sinu wins that one and moves 1 step closer to earning those top 25 placement points. Shots coming in from all the way up top.
Another member of KNG, Tavern, excuse me, here. 6 eliminations on him. The loadout's looking phenomenal. Ammo for days. Mats for days.
Yeah.
The question is, how does he want to put this all into effect? How does he unfold his master plan to rack up more points? Because again, this could be his final game that we're tuning into, right? Because the queues are done. We're just kind of getting through some games, highlighting a few more players, and then we'll take a look at the final standings a little bit later on. Cypher going to be picked off just outside top 25. No placement points for him. You got to hope he's found at least a handful of eliminations before being sent back to lobby.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than getting this far in the game and dropping right outside placement. I talked about it earlier, but it really does mess with your mindset. When you're at a moment like this, you're like, okay, here's my opportunity. Get points on the board. Be in a fantastic position to up that score and then get cut down just before placement points begin to fold on through. Really no worse feeling. Tavern floating on towards his zone. Will land in the storm and take 1 tick of 10 damage. That's worth it though. Has established a little bit of extra height over the players on the very bottom lobby and returned some shots back to the player who was shooting down his wall earlier. Oh, beautifully done. Spots 1 player who was just on the edge of that zone, and he'll continue to put on pressure, and I love this right now, Zeke. You can't ask for anything better. Players who are under 50 HP with the zone at their back having to run right at you.
And this is just free food for Tavern. More eliminations to be racked up, points to be had. Now, if he can hit top 15, 5 points from placement total for him. You see him there on the left side of your screen, but on the right, again, just a refresher, These are the point values, 25, 15, 5, victory hour, or all the placement thresholds. And every elim is a point. Down below, Mouse 1 toddler in very critical condition. Justin here on the right side of the screen. He's looking pretty healthy. Ethan down below as well is pretty hurt. Justin, though, 1 elim, 9 builds left. Someone hops out of a ball looking to challenge. He gets a great trade out, and he does have the half shield to top himself back off.
I like
that. Dude, he needs to find something.
I like the no hesitation on immediately popping the half shield. You've got zone moving. You want as much help as possible at this point in the game. You don't have a lot of builds. Literally every engagement, you need any advantage possible, and right now 50 more shield could make all the difference. Justin, 3 builds remaining. Player keeping him outside the zone. Great shot onto Free G. We'll grab at least 15 builds.
Oh, that's not much. A failed edit there is going to cost him 10 points of HP for the mistake there. He does have the launch pad, but I don't know how helpful it's going to be right now. Okay,
Especially,
all right.
well, I'm going to tell you something. It's not helpful when it's inside your own box. And now with no builds left, Justin is in a point of panic. Yeah, down it goes. A little bit frantic right there. Dropped down the wrong trap, and because of it, does go down. So 8 players left in this game as we continue to push on through towards seeing who will get the victory royale. You've got Sealmat a level below Tavern. Tavern now beginning to put pressure on. And we'll drop the player down lower. Smart play, keeps high ground, much more safe. Less of an opportunity of